Press P letter to play audio. Welcome to the planet's room. This room is about the planets and its surrounded environment. Press H letter to play audio. Welcome to the horoscope room. This room includes information about astrology and zodiac signs. Capricornus was listed by the 2nd century astronomer Ptolemy, but prior to this listing, it was one of the constellation's oldest known to men, despite its faintness. It was represented as a hybrid of a goat and a fish since the Middle Bronze Age, with the first attested depictions dated around the 21st century BC. The zodiacal sign of Aries is an abstraction from the physical constellation of Aries. It represents the first twelfth of the full circle, or the longitude traversed by the Sun in about 30.4 days, starting from the moment of vernal equinox, the beginning of spring. It occupies the first 30 degrees of the zodiacal circle. The name of the sign is based on the fact that the beginning of the sign of Aries was in the same place as the projection of the constellation of Aries, when the zodiac system was developed in Babylonia, some 2,500 years ago, during the Age of Aries. The name of this constellation is Latin for water carrier or cup carrier, and it is one of the oldest of the recognized constellations along the zodiac. It was mentioned by Ptolemy in 2nd century AD, but prior to that it was recognized as the Great One in the Babylonian star catalogs. For ancient Babylonians it represented the god Ea himself, the ruler of the southernmost quarter of the sun's path, the period of 45 days on either side of winter solstice. The astrological sign of Scorpio does not coincide with the constellation of Scorpius. In the zodiac, this sign is located between Libra and Sagittarius, taking the 830 degrees on the zodiacal circle. Scorpio is a fixed sign that comes after the autumn has begun in Libra. From a point of Libra's fallen sun and the darkness that has come, the end of life as we knew it since the spring, Scorpio is the fixed quality of this change. Leo is one of the earliest recognized constellations, documented in Mesopotamians for the first time as early as 4000 BC. Babylonians called it Ur.gu, the Great Lion. The brightest star of this constellation, Regulus, was known as the star that stands at the lion's breast, or the king's star. Pisces is a sign of greatest changes among all mutable signs. The constellation of Pisces got its name from the Latin plural of fish. It was recognized in Babylonian constellations as Cyne Nutu, the great swallow in current western Pisces, and Anunnam, the Lady of Heaven, where the northern fish is. Babylonians also called this constellation the Tails, picturing two fish swimming in the opposite directions, while representing rivers Euphrates and Tigris. A part of this constellation was thought of as the fish cord, ribbon connecting the two fish. Press R to play audio. Welcome to Spaceship Room. This room includes information about spaceships and objects related to it. The Space Shuttle Atlantis, Orbiter Vehicle Designation, of 104, is a space shuttle orbiter belonging to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, the Space Flight and Space Exploration Agency of the United States. 2. Constructed by the Rockwell International Company in Southern California and delivered to the Kennedy Space Center in eastern Florida in April 1985, Atlantis is the fourth operational and the second to last space shuttle built. 3-4. Its maiden flight was STS-51 Joule from 3 to October 7, 1985. A satellite dish is a dish-shaped type of parabolic antenna designed to receive electromagnetic signals from satellites, which transmit data transmissions or broadcasts, such as satellite television. Parabolic antennas referred to as dish antennas had been in use long before satellite television. The term satellite dish was coined in 1978 during the beginning of the satellite television industry, and came to refer to dish antennas that send and or receive signals from communications satellites. Taylor Howard of San Andreas, California adapted an ex-military dish in 1976 and became the first person to receive satellite television signals using it. Press T letter to play audio. Welcome to the tools room. This room contains equipment used by astronomers and astrologers. The earliest known working telescopes appeared in 1608 in the Netherlands and are credited to Hans Lep Hershey. The design of the early refracting telescopes consisted of a convex objective lens and a concave eyepiece. Galileo used this design the following year. Computers are very important to astronomers. Computers are very important to astronomers. In so many ways, this tool has worked its way into just about every aspect from data storage and data analysis to automatically running a specific list of commands from across the world. Space food is a variety of food products, specially created and processed for consumption by astronauts in outer space. The food has specific requirements of providing balanced nutrition for individuals working in space, while being easy and safe to store, prepare and consume in the machinery-filled low-gravity environments of manned spacecraft. In recent years, space food has been used by various nations engaging on space programs as a way to share and show off their cultural identity and facilitate intercultural communication.
Spacesuits are one of the often overlooked technologies that humans need to live in and explore space. They allow us to take our environment with us, protecting us from extreme temperatures, bombardment by micrometeorites, and of course the total lack of atmospheric pressure and oxygen in space. They have come to be amazingly complex examples of modern engineering, as well as symbols of humanity's future. And as you might expect, they've evolved a lot over the past 100 years. Yes, I said 100 years.
Press V letter to play audio. Welcome to Space Tourists Room. This room includes different space tourists from 2001 to 2009. Dennis Anthony Tito, born August 8, 1940, is an American engineer and multimillionaire, most widely known as the first space tourist to fund his own trip into space. In mid-2001, he spent nearly 8 days in orbit as a crew member of ISS-CP-1, a visiting mission to the International Space Station. This mission was launched by the spacecraft Soyuz Trademark 32, and was landed by Soyuz Trademark 31. Mark Richard Shuttleworth, born September 18, 1973, is a South African entrepreneur and space tourist who became the first citizen of an independent African country to travel to space. Shuttleworth funded and founded Canonical Limited in 2004 and as of 2013, provides leadership for the Ubuntu operating system. He currently lives on the Isle of Man and holds dual citizenship of South Africa and the United Kingdom. Mark Richard Anal Shansari, born September 12, 1966, in Mashhad, Iran, is an Iranian-American engineer and co-founder and chairwoman of Pradea Systems. Her previous business accomplishments include serving as co-founder and CEO of Telecom Technologies Incorporated, TTI. The Ansari family is also the title sponsor of the Ansari X Prize. On September 18, 2006, a few days after her 40th birthday, she became the first Iranian woman in space. Ansari was the fourth overall self-funded space traveler, and the first self-funded woman to fly to the International Space Station. Her memoir, My Dream of Stars, co-written with Homer Hickam, was published by Palgrave Macmillan in 2010. Guy Laliberty, OCCQ, born September 2, 1959, is a Canadian entrepreneur, poker player, space tourist, co-founder and the former CEO of Cirque du Soleil. With an estimated net worth of $2.6 billion as of March 2012, Laliberty was ranked by Forbes as the 11th wealthiest Canadian and 459th in the world.